Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is very exciting for me because this is my first ever favorites of the year. Now I haven't been doing videos for too long, but I did start in 2018, so I thought I would do my favorites. Now it's a lot. I tried to narrow down everything as much as I could, but hey, I just love makeup. So I will however have a high-end and a drugstore product for everything that I have. If I don't have anything as an alternative, then it's probably because I literally don't own it or I haven't used it, whether it's high-end or drugstore. So yeah, let's get this started. The first thing is primer, and this is the high-end primer that I absolutely love. I have used this to death. It's a Smashbox photo finish primerizer. I'm sure you guys must have seen this in I think nearly all my videos, to be honest. I absolutely love this. This is a beautiful primer. It makes your skin really plump and juicy. It does everything right. It does everything right for your skin, literally. And yeah, the makeup sits beautifully on this. Your skin is hydrated, it doesn't make you oily, it doesn't break you out, and yeah, I just really like this. So that's a great product. As an alternative or as a dupe for this, I did use the Max Factor in Face Infinity primer. This has a very similar finish to primerizer, and it's, I think, a fraction of the price. Again, you can't go wrong with these drugstore products because they are really good. With foundation, I have a few options, but again, I have the same amount of high-end and same amount of drugstore. So for the high-end, I have is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. It's beautiful on the skin. You can wear this all day long, and whenever I wear this, people always ask me what I'm wearing on my face. It is absolutely beautiful. The next one I have is again high-end. This is an absolute full coverage one, but again, you can sheer it out, but I usually use it as a full coverage. I also wore this on my reception at my wedding day, so that obviously says something. And that's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. This is a tiny bottle, but it literally goes a long way. You need the tiniest amount to cover your whole face. People use it with a brush, you can use it with your fingers. I use it with a sponge because that's how I always apply my makeup. Now the third cheap product that I have is actually not really a it's sold as a foundation, but I don't use it as a foundation. I use it more as a primer and as like a BBCC cream, and that's the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder. Now this is completely empty now. I have to buy another one. The colour I have is Fall Fair, and this product, it's like nothing that I own. I haven't found a drugstore alternative. If you do know anything that is close to this, please let me know, because this costs an arm and a leg. The one that I absolutely fell in love with and I wore every single day to work and even outside of work was this, which is by Rimmel. It is their lasting finish 25 hour breathable foundation. I am in the doesn't crease, it doesn't make you oily, it covers the exact right amount where you don't want to look cakey but you want to look made up, and this is exactly what it does. The other drugstore one that I am completely in love with, and I think this is my second or third bottle, is the Bourjois Healthy Mix. Again, you can't go wrong with this one. This is a brand new one. Actually, it's not that new. I've used quite a lot of it, but I recently bought this. Comes with a pump. It's a beautiful glass bottle again. The color I use is number 51. Next, I am literally just going to whatever is in front of me. I think I will next go in with my corrector. Now this is again, if you've watched my videos before, you probably know this already. It's the Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer. Again, this is a concealer. I use this as a corrector because it's peach. I use the number 2. There, I've hit pan on this. I absolutely love this. I use this every single day. Onto eye primer. Again, if you've watched my videos, you will know what's coming. So for high-end one, this is my baby. Literally, it is my baby. I cannot go without this. I have very oily eyelids. I have used the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potions for years, and this is like way before I started YouTube, way before I started making my videos. So this is actually my third tube. I initially started using the original version, which is like the purple tube, which has no color in it, and then I started using this again, which is the color Eden. I'm sure you've seen this so many times on my channel that you're probably sick of it. Again, this goes a really long way. It may be expensive, but it does last you a very long time, and you need the tiniest amount on your eyes. So, the drugstore alternative to that would be my NYX Proof It. Again, if you've watched my channel, you must have seen this as well. The NYX Proof It is slightly different to that one because it doesn't have any color, but it does exactly what you want it to do. Right, moving on to face powders. So the middle range one is again my MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the color medium. This is, I think, my 3rd pan, and I've already made a dent on it, if you can see that. Again, you can't go wrong with this powder. It's beautiful, it's got a nice mirror, it's very sleek, goes amazingly well in your purse, it doesn't take much space, and it literally gives you a really good, it does exactly what you want it to do. It mattifies your face and gives it an airbrush look, so you can't go wrong. And the other high-end one that I want to talk about is my Laura Mercier powder. So this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm sure you know what this looks like. Again, there's some foundation there from my sponge. Very finely milled powder. The MAC one was obviously, it's a pan. This one is a loose powder, so this is not very handy for travel, so I usually travel with the MAC one, but this one is absolutely beautiful. It gives a gorgeous finish to your face, doesn't crease, doesn't cake, and yeah, it's just beautiful. It's Laura Mercier, you can't go wrong. Now on to bronzer. My bronzer of choice for the high end is my Tarte bronzer. So this is the Princess Avenue bronzer. I use this again all the time. It is waterproof, it is beautiful, it is the perfect color for my face. It doesn't have a shimmer, but it has like a sheen to it, but it's not like you've covered your face with shimmer. It's not like that, but it's absolutely beautiful. I really like this. Again, it's very sleek, very slim, very light, so you can travel with it, and I've taken this everywhere, and I use this every single day without fail. And then the drugstore favorite in terms of bronzer has to be my butter bronzer. This is just, I mean, look at the state of that. That is absolutely disgusting. I have hit pan and then some more on this. It's just beautiful. It smells like a holiday, like beaches and coconuts and all kinds of beautiful stuff. Now let's go on to blush. So for the high-end one, I am torn between the two, but they are from the same brand, so I think that's not cheating. And it's the Benefit blushes too. So one is the Rocketeer, which is, again, I've hit pan on this. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a cross between a rosy pink and a brown, and you can even use this as a bronzer. So once you put this on your face, you don't really need any bronzer. And I do remember whenever I wear this, people think I've been on holiday, so I think that's the aim of bronzer and blush. So Rocketeer definitely is one of my favorite ones from Benefit. And the other one that I have, which is like an everyday one, is the Dandelion. This is not the shimmery one, so it's the original one, which is matte. It's an everyday pink color. You can build this up as much as you want. You can't go overboard with this. This is like the mini size. Drugstore alternative are my Milani blushes. Again, who does not love a Milani baked blush? So this is the one in Dolce Pink, but I've got the Luminoso as well. Both of these live in my everyday makeup bag, and I wear them alternatively. The Luminoso is obviously a more subtle peachy highlighty one, while this is a proper dark pink one. Now for highlighter, again, this is Battered and Bruised. For the high-end one, I have the Balm's Merry Luminizer. This one is in a horrible state, as you can see. I've hit pan on this really badly and then I dropped it. This is not a subtle highlight. You don't need a lot to be honest. It's very easy to carry, again it's very small, and I've used this throughout the year. I think I've used it to work as well, then I realized that I think it was too much, so I stopped using this for work. But if you want that banging highlight, this is your best friend. And then for drugstore, I actually have two options. I know I'm cheating again, but sorry. For drugstore, I've got a cream option and I've got a powder option. So for the powder option, I've got the Physicians Formula nude palette. It's called the nude palette, warm nude palette. The colours in this are so nice and reflecting. I did like a really sun-kissed and glowy look in the, I think, earlier 2018. The second option that I have for drugstore is from L'Oreal. So it is this one. This is their Slay in Rose highlighting stick. So you can see that. So that is that's really reflective. You can blend this into your cheekbones. You can use this under your eyebrows. It's really good. It blends into the skin perfectly and it doesn't feel like tacky or sticky. It's very velvety, so that's really good from L'Oreal. And I also have their blushes. Now onto palettes. Again, this is really difficult, but for high end there is no chance that anything is ever going to come near my Smashbox palettes. These are the best thing since sliced bread, and I literally mean that. I really do. And I say this because the pigments in these are beautiful. They are amazing to carry. You can buy, I think I've got, how many I've got 5. I really want to get more, but you can't go wrong with this. The pigments in these are amazing. They've got a huge mirror so you can do your makeup while you're on the go. They blend beautifully, they stay on the whole day, and they're just so easy to travel with. I mean, why wouldn't you want to buy these? And I'm absolutely, as you can see, I'm absolutely hooked on these. I've got 4 of these already, and then I've got this one. I think out of all of them, my most favorite one is the one that I got recently, and which is the Smashbox Vlada one. And I think it's because it's such a beautiful, like, it's got rosy colours in it, and it's so nice to wear with like brown eyes, or if you've got hazel eyes, they will look beautiful. Yeah, you just can't go wrong with these. You cannot go wrong with these. I mean, people, wake up, Smashbox is smashing it. Get it? And then for drugstore, I've got, again, I'm cheating again, I'm really sorry. I've got a few because I was trying to go through one palette and then I couldn't find just one. So I've actually got 3. Again, I'm sorry. The first one is the Revolution makeup palette. So again, all of the palettes from Revolution are amazing. This is definitely a dupe for the Naked 3 palette. So if you don't have the Naked 3, don't worry. They have all the colours of the high-end ones. So if you want to dupe, this is your jam. The second one I have is from I Love Makeup, which is the chocolate orange palette. Again, the packaging of these, the chocolate orange, the I Love Makeup palettes are so nice. They are so sturdy in plastic. They're beautiful to look at. They've got a huge mirror, and look at the amount of colours they have, and all of them are beautiful. Their pigments are amazing. You can't really tell that you're wearing like a drugstore eyeshadow. They are, yeah, I just love it. And also smells of chocolate orange. Oh, I love it. This is, yeah, definitely one of my favorites because the colors that it has are really dark and warm, and I'm all about the warmer palettes. And then the last eyeshadow that I have to, the palette that I have to show you is from BH Cosmetics. It's the Kali Bible palette. So this is what it looks like. Now the reason I like this is because A, huge mirror, and then B, look at all these colours. I mean, they are beautiful. You can make so many nice looks with this, and it comes with a bronzer, highlighter, blush. You've literally got everything. If you've got this in your bag, then you're golden. You don't have to do anything. It is quite big, but it's very thin, so you can pack it up, and it's, yeah, it will be amazing. No worries at all. So yeah, those are my choice of eyeshadows. Now moving on to eyebrows. Again, I have a high-end and a drugstore one. You might know I don't actually fill in my eyebrows, I only use gel. So for the high-end, I have the Gimme Brow from Benefit. Again, you can't go wrong with this. It has a tiny applicator which adds a great volume to your eyelashes. So again, you can't go wrong. The colour I have is, I think, 3 medium. They have come up with more colours of this, but 3 medium is fine for me. Yeah, it's easy to carry, it's tiny, it's beautiful, it makes your eyebrows look amazing. And then the drugstore version, of course, you must have seen this if you've seen my videos. It's from L'Oreal. It's their Brow Artist Plumper in the colour medium dark. This, again, I've used so many. I think I've got 2 backups of this. It's like a normal small spoolie that you can brush through your eyebrows with. It tints them and it holds them in place for the whole day. So yeah, thanks L'Oreal, I absolutely love this. On to concealer. The high-end one, I actually had quite a few in mind, but then I had to narrow it down to just one so that it's fair. I've cheated in so many different categories that I really wanted to make sure I had one in this one. And for the high-end one, I have my MAC Prolong Wear Concealer. This again is my I think this is my 3rd tube. It's absolutely disgusting. I've used it so much. The colour I have is NC25. This concealer, you need the tiniest amount. It's easy to carry, to travel with. You need the most tiniest amount. You don't need loads of it. You just dot a few under your eyes, spread it across, and it doesn't crease, it doesn't move, it doesn't do anything. It's beautiful, and it's so high coverage. I mean, the pigment in this is insane, so you can't go wrong with this. And then for drugstore, it was really difficult because the concealers in drugstore are upping their game so much, and I just couldn't choose just one, so I'm sorry, I'm cheating again. But for drugstore, I've got 2, so both of them are from Maybelline, so it's kind of cheating but not really. One is the Maybelline Fit Me and the other one is the Age Rewind. These 2 are firm favourites. I cannot live without them. The Fit Me, I think I've bought at least 4. I've got 2 in backup as well. I use the colour 20 and 10 both simultaneously. I can mix them up sometimes. And with the Age Rewind, I know they've come up with new colours. I've used light throughout the year, and then I recently started using nude, which is like a slightly more yellowy colour, but I can mix both of them. But in terms of colours, I think I would rather stick with the light instead of the nude. But yeah, I mean, Maybelline is just the bomb when it comes to concealers. They are doing an amazing job, and yeah, it just speaks for themselves. The 2 drugstore ones that I like are from Maybelline. Oh, now onto mascaras. Now this was a different. Now onto mascaras. Now this was a difficult category because you know how I am with my mascaras. I love mascaras. I live for mascaras, and it was so hard. I literally wanted to cry, but I made it through and we are here. So for the high-end mascaras, I've got 2 in each category, so to make it balanced and to make it fair. yeah, so the first one that I have, I started using this, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't used this all the way in the year, but I've recently I think I found this in around the end of the year, but I've been using it since, and I think it has been hyped up quite a lot through other people, but I just used it really late, and then I thought, why haven't I been using this all year? And it's this It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is genius. This is the most beautiful mascara I've ever used. It makes your lashes look insane. I mean insane. I think in terms of length, I think it gives at least 200% more. It's beautiful. It's the most blackest of black that you've ever seen in mascaras. It's beautiful. It makes your eyelashes look incredible. It almost makes them look fake, to be honest. And I don't know why it took me so long to buy this, but you know what, I am going to buy more and keep them as backup, just in case there's, you know, a shortage or they stop making it. I will cry. So that's definitely one. And the second one that I have is, I've got the mini one with me at the moment, the travel size one. Again, this is a firm favorite in like throughout YouTube. I've seen a lot of people talk about this, and this is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. Again, look at the wand. I mean, look at the bristles, the size of the bristles on this. It is beautiful. It makes your lashes literally look huge. This and the It Cosmetics one, they're very like, they are absolute contenders when it comes to making your eyelashes look thick and long and big. I do have a backup of this as well. I've got two backups actually. I've got a travel size one and a full size one. So yeah, you can get a waterproof one, but I don't usually wear waterproof mascaras. I always use regular mascaras. So yeah, Monsieur Big from Lancome, firm favourite. And then from the drugstore, I've got two, not from the same company, sorry, but because I thought I've got two high-end ones, so I can show you two drugstore ones. The first one I have is, again, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, this should come at no surprise, and it's the Maybelline Lash Sensation. My god, this mascara is a godsend. I mean, seriously, I've never seen such a wand in my life. It is beautiful. Again, it comes with there's black, there's a blackest black, and there's a waterproof. I always use this one, which is the Intense Black. And the second drugstore one that I have recently, well, not recently, I think I bought this in the middle of the year when it came out, and it's the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. Now this is not really good for traveling because of the pot, but again, this is absolutely beautiful. The wand of this is very similar to the Benefit Bad Girl Bang, I want to say, the Bad Lash Bang Mascara. I'm not really sure what's it called. Beautiful mascara, gives you great length, amazing volume, separates the lashes. It's, yeah, you can't go wrong with this. You literally cannot go wrong with this. And I think I've talked enough about mascara, so let's move on. Now, I don't always use eye pencils, but whenever I do, it's one of these two. So for the high-end one, I have the Laura. So for the high-end one, I have the Laura Mercier one, which is in the color Violet. I've used this a few times on my channel. It's beautiful, and I also like the fact it's violet, but it comes across like a really dark blackish brown. I'm not really sure how I think it's just because I've got brown eyes. But it's really beautiful. It looks amazing in the eyes, in the waterline, stays put the whole day, and it comes with its own sharpener, which is nice. And then for drugstore, I have the Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer. This is not a sharpening one, so it's a twist one. I've got a brown one and a black one, so this is the brown one. Again, it's really creamy, it's really nice, and it stays put. Yeah, I really, and it also comes with a smudger at the end, so you can smudge your eyeliner if you like. Right, onto lipstick and lip products. Now this is the most difficult category for me, because mascara and lipsticks are my jam. Okay, they are my jam. So let's start with lip liners first. The high-end one, I went with the MAC Morning Coffee. This lip pencil is the perfect brown. This one is the perfect brown. It stays on your lips for a very long time. I think it's a long wearing one. I wear this every single day. This is my, I lost count how many. I had to take this out for my purse because it lives in my purse every single day, and I can't go without it. I literally cannot go without it. It's the most beautiful brown you've ever seen. It's the perfect brown, the kind of brown that I like. Obviously everyone has their own favorite browns, but I think this is my favorite one. And for drugstore, this is an eye pencil, a lip pencil that I found in the middle of the year again, and it's the BH Cosmetics. This is in the color nude. Again, it's very similar. So this is the nude one and this is Morning Coffee, so it's very similar to each other, but this is a waterproof one as well. I've got a slightly pinky color in this, but I think once I run out of this one I will definitely buy another one. Now for lipsticks, again, very difficult. It was like Sophie's choice. Honestly, it was like Sophie's choice. It was not easy, but I just didn't have to be made, so I did. For my high-end lipsticks, I chose my Tom Ford lipstick. Now these are a luxury beyond luxury. I don't use them all the time, I'm not gonna lie. They are absolutely beautiful. They give your lips so much dimension. I don't know how they do it, but it's beautiful. The way they've made the packaging, it's beautiful, gold and black. It's absolute luxury, and it costs a fortune. I mean, it just costs a fortune. I don't want to even say how much it costs, but I've got two lipsticks from Tom Ford, and I use them, like I said, on special occasions. I don't use them all the time because I can't buy another one anytime soon, so that's one. I also like the Chanel lipsticks, but the reason why I didn't add them is because if I was given a choice between this and Chanel, I would definitely go with this one, so I thought it would just make sense if I just went with this one. Now with lipsticks, I have two categories. So I've got matte and creamy. So this is the creamy category, and the drugstore version of this is, no surprise, it is the Revlon, what are they called, Super Lustrous Lipsticks. This color is, I think, I can live with this color. If given a choice, I can literally just live with this color. It's pink in the afternoon. It's a beautiful color. It's a beautiful lipstick. It stays on your lips for so long. I can't believe it's drugstore because it's so well made, and like the bullets are so nice. The colors they have are beautiful. All of them, like all the colors they have are absolutely beautiful. The red one in this, it's called Fire and Ice, I've used so many times, and I've repurchased this and that so many times that I sometimes wear the Fire and Ice red one on, you know, over my high-end one, so that's obviously saying something. Now going on to our last category, which is the matte lipsticks. So for the high-end Bare Minerals matte lipsticks, I have two colors at the moment. One is Fresh and the other one is Juju. Juju I've used a lot on my channel, you must have seen. I'll just put a line over here. So this is Juju. It's a very nice everyday pinkish brown color. You can't go wrong with this. It's beautiful. It stays on the lips for a very long time. I've actually, the maximum that I've used, I've had this on my lips was I think 14 hours. It's amazing how well these go. And the Fresh color is a very nice fleshy pink color. And then for the drugstore alternative, again, I've got two, not from the same company, unfortunately. The first one is from Maybelline. It is their Vivid Matte Liquid. Again, these are absolutely beautiful. They're very comparable. This is matte lipstick. This is the color, I want to call it Flush, 05 Flush. So it's very comparable to the Bare Minerals one, but it's absolutely amazing. Again, very comfortable to wear, stays on the whole day, and it doesn't budge. And the next and the last one is the one from NYX. So this is their soft matte lipsticks. Again, you can't go wrong with them either. This is the color there. This is the color SMLC 17. Again, NYX have come up with so many different lip products in terms of being matte and glossy, but this is one of my firm favorites, and I think this is a very universally favorite finish as well. This is a firm favorite, and yeah, I absolutely love this. And those were all my favorites from 2018. I really hope you liked this video. It made me go through my stash, go through my videos to make this for you, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Please give this a big thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next year. Bye.